What city do I want to travel to most? Who is my favorite music artist? I answer questions like those and a whole lot more on this episode of Ask PTrippy. What's up, guys? I'm PTrippy. If my voice sounds funny, because it sounds funny to me, the reason why is because I trashed the fuck out of my voice, basically lost it, couldn't speak most of the day Monday, and it still isn't fully recovered. So, if it sounds funny, that is why. Alright, so I haven't done an Ask PTrippy episode in a long time, so it's pretty exciting. I'm excited. Let's start right into the questions. That's not how I normally say that. Oopsie. Okay, anyway, the first question comes from Toxic Babble, and he wants to know, what city do I want to travel to most? The city that I want to travel to most is New York, although Los Angeles is a close second. CEC Louisiana wants to know, when was the first time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese, what animatronic stage did it have, and where was the location? This is a tough-ass question to answer because, honestly, I don't know the answers to any of these. I was debating whether to not even answer this question, but you know what, I thought I would just throw it in there just because, why not? So, honestly, I don't know when the first time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese was. Obviously, I was little. And also, I really don't know what animatronic stage it was. When I was younger, I just thought it was some puppet shit up on a stage. I didn't know that they were animatronics. I seriously thought they were people in costumes. But then I learned that they were animatronics, and that creeped me out. So I really don't know. I know there's been several different animatronic stages, whatever, but I don't know which one it was. You know what? I can answer where the location was. Obviously, it was in my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But other than that, that's all I know. I really can't answer this question. Holy Jesus. R3P4X Zombies wants to know, have you watched Breaking Bad? I have not watched Breaking Bad yet, and I feel like a terrible person for not. I'm almost done with watching every single episode of Friends on Netflix, so as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to make it a priority to watch every episode of Breaking Bad because I've heard great things about it, and like I said, I feel like a terrible person for not watching it. R3P4X Zombies also wants to know, do I or have I watched Orange is the New Black? I fucking love Orange is the New Black. Sorry for the F-bomb, but you know what? That's how much I love the show. I am passionate about that show. It is such a great freaking show. I freaking love it. So yeah, I've watched Orange is the New Black. Woo! Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was. Thomas Belly wants to know, who is my favorite music artist? I have answered this question so many times, and every single time it is the same answer. My favorite music artist is Lana Del Rey. Thomas Belly also wants to know, what are some songs that I have been listening to lately? So I listen to a lot of music. I love music. And so, in answering this question, I picked the songs that I've been listening to on repeat a lot lately. And there's a lot more than this, but here's just a sample of what I've been listening to a lot of lately. Hello by Adele, Perfect by One Direction, Cake by the Ocean by DNCE, and Me, Myself, and I by G-Eazy. So, there you go. Thomas Belly also wants to know, what do I think about the new iPhone 6s? I want the new iPhone so bad. But and action. I want the new iPhone so bad. But A, I just got a new phone in spring, and B, I really don't have the money for it right now. But I freaking love the new iPhone. Now, my brother has the new iPhone. Sadly, I wish I... And action. Now, my brother does have the new iPhone. He has the iPhone 6s Plus. I am super jealous, obviously. And just seeing it and playing around with it and all the new features and stuff, it is freaking amazing. One of my favorite features with playing with this phone is the Force Touch. I believe that's what it's called. That is just freaking amazing. And one of the things that I really want to get, the reason why I want to get the new iPhone is because of the 4K. But I'm just going to have to wait for the 7. That will be my next phone. And last but not least, Thomas Belly also wants to know, did I have any cheat days at the start when I became vegan? I definitely cheated a whole lot when I first went vegan because it is difficult. Going vegan is not easy. Going vegetarian is like a breeze. But like going vegan, it's crazy, okay? The one thing that I think is hard for most vegans, I don't know if it is, but I'm just speaking from experience for me and for what I've heard from other people, the hardest thing to give up is cheese. They did a recent study, and cheese is like crack. It definitely is like crack, because as soon as you go vegan, you go fucking mad. I was craving cheese like I never craved cheese before. And so at the very beginning of being vegan, I was craving cheese a lot, and so I cheated a lot with cheese. But I've gotten better, and I no longer have cheat days. I have accidental ones, because sometimes you accidentally eat something that's not vegan, and you feel like a terrible person. But other than that, like I said, I no longer cheat, but I definitely had cheat days in the beginning. Alright, so that is all I have for this episode of Ask PTrippy. So please leave me your questions in the comments below, and I will be sure to answer them on a future episode. If you smiled while watching this, and action. If you smiled while watching this video, please give this video a big thumbs up down below. Also down below is the subscribe button. Clicking out, I upload awesome content like this every Tuesday and Friday. I know I have not been keeping up with that, but I'm going to try and start keeping up with that, okay? Alright, so I'm PTrippy. Thank you for the wonderful questions. I love you guys, and always, thanks for watching.